Welcome to University Stadium, home of the Lobos of the University of New Mexico in Albuquerque. As we'll see a team looking for its first win, the Air Force Falcons, taking on a team that ranks in the top 5 in this conference, the New Mexico Lobos. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. He'll start the return inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. So New Mexico's offense will have the football first. And what a performance, an aerial show from this guy in the last game, and he has to have a ton of confidence coming into this one, David.
Yeah, it was a great week. And watching that tape before this game, like you could tell, man, he was seeing it quick. The ball was coming out, just touchdowns at will, a really nice day. And I think, Jesse, you take that and you start to build on it for this offense and really continue to trust him to make plays through the air.
Yeah, that's a good point. I think he really earned his offensive coordinator's trust after that performance. So I'm anticipating the playbook to expand a little bit in this game, maybe see some new schemes in the passing game just based on what this guy was able to do the last time he took the field.
You open a drive like that, and the entire playbook opens up on first down from the 44. Back to throw, it's Moffitt. Looking left, and he makes the grab, but he's out of bounds. Incomplete pass.
You know, it's a good decision.
We've got a timeout here as this coach is challenging the call. He wants to give the replay booth a chance to have another look. This coach wanted to be absolutely certain on a challenge. He was right. The previous play will be overturned. They're down to the 32-yard line on 1st and 10. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Looking to throw on first down. Trying to beat the D deep. Picked off, and the opening drive is stopped with an interception. He's brought down. A short return, but the defense comes out on top with a pick. If you want to look on the bright side, at least you can pile up a bunch of yards if you can move the ball, because it is a long way to the end zone. Leaves it with the back. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
I love when defensive backs come up and they are physical and they stick their face in the fan and they aren't scared. Talking to the defensive coordinator coming into this game, he knew his DBs had to tackle well. They had to get these running backs on the ground. Great start on this first drive.
That's such a great physical play by the defense, because this is one of the bigger, more physical running backs you'll see in the country, and we're used to seeing him push the pile the other direction. Not that time. It's the big guys up front on defense getting penetration, and they're sending him back for a tackle for loss.
Some hard running there, but just too many defenders as he stopped for a loss. The Falcons send out the punt unit. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. Let's see what the Lobos offense has in store. They turned it over with an interception on their first drive of the game. We're still looking for our initial points of the game. And he fired a bullet in, but it's incomplete.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. To the air, it's Moffitt. This time on target. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 for the first down. Last completion moved the sticks in. Let's see if they try it again. Looking to throw on first down. Quarterback strolling away from Heath. Bought a little time, lets it go. He misses his man. The accuracy just not what it needed to be on that play.
And he was off target there, but I tell you what, I'll expect to see more of that. They do a really good job in this offense of getting the running back the football in the passing game. Just let him make plays, let him be a difference maker, ball getting to him in space. So I expect we'll see more of that throughout this game.
Nice route there by the tight end, making it real easy for his quarterback to find an easy completion.
The Lobos are threatening on 1st and goal. They'll try to pound their way in. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
This is what you love to see from your red zone defense now. You're making the opponent go backwards. Really nice stop on the run, a TFL. Now you got a big second down. You're probably expecting the offense to throw with a little bit more room to work with.
Now 3rd and goal and tough yardage to cover here. From the gun, wants to pass. Back's got it. Touchdown, Lobos! They wanted to finish, and that they did on that possession. Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Man, we'll have a shakeup in the MAC standings this week. Check this out. Ball State looked less like a flock of Cardinals and more like a group of road warriors in a solid victory. This team almost always plays tough in Muncie, and today they found a way outside of Schumann Stadium. Guys, I look at the preseason coaches poll and compare it to where the MAC is right now, and man, what a difference.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there, Kevin. Thanks for the update. And they'll spot it at the 38, and that'll be plenty for the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. The big fullback's got it. Finding an escape route. Got the first down and more. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. They've crossed midfield at the 45 with a 1st and 10. Now they'll run it on the toss. Oh, he's got some space. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Air Force.
Huge play. It's so nice to have guys that can create these explosive plays like this. You hand it to him, he can do the rest. Look at the speed. Look at the elusiveness. Get into the end zone. Nice run.
Looking for the tie with the extra point. And he tacks on the extra point. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they finished it off with an electrifying 45-yard run to the house. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Slips through the line. Oh, what vision. Wide open, and it's a foot race. They won't get him. It's a touchdown. Boy, nothing electrifies a stadium quite like a return for a touchdown.
It's always so exciting because you don't see them very often. You got to go so many yards, 80, 90 yards at a time. What a great job by the returners, showing the speed, providing the electricity. There's a reason they're all jacked up, and it's because of that awesome kickoff return.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Air Force has it back, and the Falcon offense returns to the field. This feels like one of those games you might have to answer every score, already down 14-7. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. He'll do it himself. Breaks into the open. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. That's the end of the period, and New Mexico has the lead. And after that first quarter, let's see if these guys can get back in the game in the second. So after the break, they'll go back to work. A run for the quarterback. Able to pick his way forward for a decent game before the defense gets him down. Just had a solid pickup on first. Now let's see what they've got on second down. Looking for a man. It's Hawkins. Got his man on the right. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup. And the Falcons are at the line looking to convert on third and short. On the option. Just what they'd hoped for on third down as they've got a first at the 32.
Well, I love the variety in the run game you're seeing from this offense. It's not just going to be conventional handoffs. Won't just be the quarterback. But he's making good decisions. Pitching at that time, that's the right read. And it's not a huge explosive home run type play, but it is enough to help them pick up the first down.
Yeah, nice coverage, and you'd like to snag that interception. But there's always a reason why these thoroughbred athletes play defense. And it's usually because of their lack of hands, like you just saw.
Just a short pass to the tight end. Stop is made at the 22. A 10-yard pickup and a first down just outside the red zone. They saw that blitz coming, and the way to get out of it is find the tight end.
Yeah, how quick did he see that, too? Sees the blitz, understands this is a matchup where I got my big tight end, the big fella I trust. I'm going to find that matchup, get him the football for the first down.
Well, obviously, a really nice play by the defense there, stopping the option, but I think that's on the quarterback because it looked like his pitch option was wide open. That ball should have gone to the running back out on the perimeter. It looked like he had some open field in front of him to go make something positive happen. This quarterback's got to make better decisions. It's not just the passing game. It's in the run game with the option, too.
Gets the back moving. Rides to the back. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks. And they'll send out the field goal unit. Not a particularly long kick from 36 yards out. Oh, they block it. He didn't get it, and what a stop by this defense to get the football back.
You know, it's blocked field goals in moments like that that are momentum changers. That could be the difference in this game. What a great individual effort knocking that thing down.
Dropping back, it's Moffitt. Fires to the tight end. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49.
It's important on offense to get the tight ends involved in the passing game. These are big fellas that can run. This guy's a big target, so nice job on that play.
They'll have it at the 49, just across midfield, 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on first down. Oh, he's going to try to get it all here. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
Running the option. It's Hawkins. Good job running tough and behind his pads as he gets up to the 38-yard line. The hurry up now. 2nd down. Clock ticking. Back to pass. That, friends, is a busted play. Incomplete. The Falcons come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going.
Turning it on. Ripping through the defense. Touchdown, Falcons. Once he got some room, it was over.
This has been a back-and-forth battle with a lot of football left to go. Really nice job executing on that rushing touchdown. If they get this extra point, this thing is all tied up.
And we're all square as he's set to kick it away. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Now New Mexico will go back to work on offense. Mistakes are going to happen, as they did on that last drive. Now how will they respond, Jesse?
And this is the kind of guy who's going to take full accountability. That was my bad. That's on me. I'm about to lead this offense now down the field and score some points.
Dang, Palmer, I wish I would have played with you. I didn't play with many quarterbacks that were just like, yeah, my bad. Hey, guys, I got this. Sorry about that. It was more, you should have ran a better route.
And a play like that, that seems routine, but it only works if the quarterback can get the ball out on time and out in front of the wide receiver. That allows the receiver to keep separation from the defender, and the ball hits him in stride.
And the Lobos are in the hurry-up. To the air, it's Moffitt. Showing the arm strength down the left side. Fires a bullet. Now it's picked off. Gets it inside the 40, brought down at the 39, and they can't stop the clock.
Defensive backs have tough jobs. I mean, you think about whether you play nickel, whether you play dime, whatever it is, you put more DBs on the field. It's more speed. It's more guys that can cover, but they also got to cover that ground. But to cover the ground and make the pick, a lot of times you don't see that. Superb effort by that guy.
We'll see them really hit the speed button on the tempo here in the final minute of the first half. They'll run the option. He'll pitch it. Breaks the tackle. They finally get a hold of him, knocking him down behind the line of scrimmage. He had been running wild. Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Using his feet. He's going to lose a yard on that one. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. Backing up and backing up on the first 2 plays now to try to throw it in drive on 3rd down. Here comes the rush, and they've got him wrapped up at the 28. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. And the Falcons line up to punt it away. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. And the returner could find no daylight. He goes down. We will get another look at this New Mexico offense. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game if you're going to win. And, David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
They'll try to kick it into overdrive. Clock's running. 2nd down coming. Unloads it left. And wings it incomplete.
It's incomplete. It's now 3rd down.
The Lobos come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. To the air, it's Moffitt. Got a man, it's Barry. He did not make it a stone wall on 3rd down. The offense calls timeout, and they won't have any more left this half. And the Lobos will come to the line to convert on 4th down. Wide receiver comes in motion. On 4th down, they'll try to throw it. And the incomplete pass turns it over in their own end.
You know, offensively in that situation, 4th down, you're throwing for it. Everything has to go right, or someone just needs to be able to make a play to keep the drive alive. They couldn't get it done, and now the offense is coming off the field.
All kinds of room to throw that one in there. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. And they'll pat the kicker on the tail and tell him to go give it a shot. No good. And here in the 2nd quarter, missed field goal leaves us tied, guys.
Listen, he's a guy that makes 60-yarders in practice, so they give him that opportunity with his big leg. He misses it. The opponent didn't set up the return, so they're going to get the football back now. A pretty good field position. There's still a few ticks left on the clock. They've got a chance to steal some points.
He lofts it high and deep down the left side. offense puts up 6 with that trip to the end zone.
And I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. I'll tell you what, keep that passing game up. You can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, looks like you've got a great atmosphere today in Albuquerque.
The Lobos will kick it off to start the second half. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Here comes the Air Force offense back onto the field. Tight game as we start the third quarter, and we'll see what type of adjustments they made at halftime.
And getting the ball first here.
There he goes. He's at the 30. 10. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Air Force.
Man, this guy is such a weapon because he's so dangerous if he gets into the second level. Great vision, and then David shows you his speed.
Just straight wheels, erasing angles. A lot of times when you're chasing guys that are so fast like this, you're like, I got him, I got him. No, I do not. What a big, long touchdown run. Pad those stats, young fella.
And he did a good job bobbing and weaving and finding a little bit of running room on that return. Let's see what the Lobos offense has dialed up this time. That touchdown lead they had has disappeared, and now we have a whole new ball game as they start the drive. Looking to throw, it's Moffitt. Makes the grab, it's Barry.
You know, it's funny. I know running backs oftentimes are afterthoughts when it comes to the passing game, but when you think about it, this guy's been making people miss his entire life taking handoffs. So why wouldn't you try to get him involved in the passing game as well? You just saw in that last play how dangerous he is after the catch.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Oh, he's ready to take a shot. He almost had another one. They've already picked off 3 and just a hair away from number 4 there.
Third and short like that on your own side of the field, you're just looking for a quick hitter. You're trying to get the ball out of your hand quickly, but the timing completely off there for the offense, and the ball falls incomplete.
Hauls it in, the first down and more. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup.
And they're showing you their intentions early in the game. It's fourth down, you're in your own end. We're going to be aggressive, and we're not just going to do this early. We're going to do this all game long. Awesome execution on a critical down.
Throws for the tight end. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming.
Hey, man, if you're going to force incompletions when the QB's throwing to the tight end, you better be physical. Nice job with the hit, forcing that incompletion.
They just keep firing. He's got him. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
I like the slot receiver because he gives his quarterback a good option working the middle of the field. He's a nice weapon in this offense.
On third and long, trying to have a big completion here. Got out of trouble and throws. Firing to the right, complete. Out of bounds at the 24-yard line after the huge pickup.
Well, this guy's having a day. It doesn't matter where he's lined up or what routes he's running. He just seems to always be getting open, and his quarterback is taking notice. He's looking his way. Nice job there, throwing in time, getting it to him in space and allowing him to go to work. This is turning into a very nice statistical day for this wide receiver.
This has been a tight one, third quarter, all tied up. It's now 2nd and 10. Throws to the tight end. Intercepted, and now he's up to 14. Nice pickup on the return, but more important, they got the takeaway, and now they're in business. Air Force has it back, and the Falcon offense returns to the field. Then that last drive, if you want to call it that, was efficient. One big, looking for more room. The 50. Inside the 30. The 10. Touchdown, Falcons. And with that one, they jump on top here in the second half.
Man, it's easy to call plays when I got guys like this who can take the ball and rip it 70-plus to the house. How about the speed? He showed you a little bit of wiggle. This dude's got it all. Nice touchdown run by the running back.
And the extra point makes it a 28-21 score. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Guys, Mountain West teams colliding in a huge matchup, and it's now a final. San Jose State was able to come away with a hard-fought victory there in the capital of Silicon Valley. It wasn't one coaches will point to the rest of the way as a perfect 60 minutes of ball, but it is a step in the right direction. A busy day in the Mountain West, and an outcome that figures to shuffle the deck there as we send it back to you.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Back to pass, it's Moffitt. Quickly out to the tight end. The modest gain on the completion really shows why you want to run the zone. Make them execute and rally to the ball.
100%. Zone eyes on the quarterback. I see him throw the football, break on it, go make tackles, and live to fight another down.
They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
At the 49.
We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one, but we know who he really wants to go to on third down.
The best one. I mean, I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer, but you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
Well, this has been a day to forget if you're this quarterback. And I got to be honest, guys, I'm surprised he's still even in the game right now because he has had zero rhythm. He hasn't been accurate. He's thrown a ton of interceptions. Most coaches would have pulled their guy by now. I know the guy I played for back in college, he would have pulled me about 2 interceptions ago.
Moving, keeping the eyes downfield. Bounced out of bounds at the 43-yard line.
Man, this defense has their hands full today because not only do they have to worry about the running backs and not only do they have to worry about the passing game, they've got to worry about this quarterback running the football because of plays like that. Not a huge explosive play, but he showed you the athleticism, and he showed you he has the ability to hurt you with his legs.
And he drops it just a little too slippery in the hands.
When you talk about versatility at the running back spot, you got to talk about this guy in the conversation. He already has caught a touchdown in this one. They're still trying to throw him the football. That one goes incomplete, but I would keep...
Big man has it. It's a first down and more. A huge chunk play as he gets it all the way down to the 11.
He's tackled.
And that is a backbreaker if you're on defense. On fourth down, the opponent's throwing for it. Not only do you give up the first down, but you give up an explosive play. And all of a sudden now, you're reeling a little bit defensively.
He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score.
Brings up.
Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here.
Third down coming up.
The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. Third down, they can't pick up the first without scoring. Dropping back, it's Moffitt. He caught it, and he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Lobos!
And it's now the second time this wide receiver has scored. Another outstanding job with the route. Great job securing the catch.
Setting up for the extra point and the top. And the extra point was good. No incident there, and we're tied up in the third. They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? Coming out with it, it's Lanier. There to make the tackle, and with that, we'll head to the fourth quarter. They fought tooth and nail through 3, and it is all locked up as we take a look at the stats. They go back to work in the final period of this one. Looks as if he's going to run it. And he fights his way forward, gets away from one, but not much doing on that one. Backed up now, here's second and long. Wide receiver going in motion. Quarterback will keep it.
You know, I really like this QB running the football because I know he's got a lot of speed, but he's not the biggest guy in the world. So he's not going to be able to break a lot of tackles. You really got to do a good job of trying to scheme ways to get him out in more space.
3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. It's complete to the right. And they wrap him up, but not before he gets enough on the catch for the 1st down.
I like the running back there on the route and the patience he showed, really setting it up. He got to the defender, was able to put his foot in the ground, get some separation, catch it, and turn upfield for the 1st.
He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
The Falcons come to the line on 3rd down, trying to keep this drive alive. Oh, better look out. Oh, he's got some space.
Man, so nice to have a QB. When you need him, in the moments, can get those big 3rd down conversions with his legs. He does it here. He showed you the wheels some today, but a nice job late in this football game when you really need it.
Positive plays. That's all you're looking for here in the option game. Not everything is going to be a 70-yard touchdown run, obviously, but if you can pick up positive yardage like that and the quarterback makes good decisions, pitching it out when no one's accounting for the pitch, man, you'll take that all day long. They don't get the 1st down, but why would you stop running option after a play like that?
All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the 1st down.
You got to have short area quickness. That running back there doing what it takes to make sure he got that 1st down.
The clock stops as we have reached the final 2 minutes of the game. And the Falcons come to the line with a new set of downs. Motion from the wideout. A design run for the quarterback. And they didn't get it forward an inch. Defense wins the battle up front.
Brings up 2nd down.
Trying to surprise him with the pass. Catch in stride inside the 15. Touchdown, Air Force. And they grab the advantage, taking the lead here in the 4th.
Critical juncture of the game late, and you're trying to find your best one-on-one matchup to take advantage of. Of course, it's the tight end. With his size, his wingspan, and his athleticism, really good decision by the quarterback at a crucial juncture in this game.
And the extra point is good.
New Mexico, 28.
The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. Let's see what the Lobos offense has in store. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. They had to stand by and watch that scoring march, and now it's up to them to... And that is his 5th interception, a nightmare he is not waking up from. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football. Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. On the option. He's going to lose a yard on that one. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. He's in open space downfield. What a job up front, and he'll lose a yard on that one. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. And the running game has been going in the wrong direction. They'll try to get their first positive play of the drive here on 3rd down. Here's the handoff. What a play by this defense, and they stop him short. It'll be 4th down. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. And now on 4th down, they will put it on the shoulders of the kicker to save them with his foot. Didn't make him sweat at all. It's good. And that lead grows even bigger. After putting up the field goal, they're set to kick it away.
This kicker is mentally tough, man. There are not a lot of guys that would have a kick blocked earlier in the game come out here and make that kick you just saw. That was awesome.
He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Now New Mexico will go back to work on offense. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back into a rhythm.
Yeah, or find him an easy handoff. Just hand the football off, maybe get the ground game going, maybe jumpstart this offense a little bit.
They'll move the wide receiver. Looking downfield, it's Moffitt. Makes the catch. He'll move it up to the 37-yard line, and it'll be a first down. Now they've got to hustle to the line and get set. Wants to throw on first down. Looking to the big tight end. Just a Baryshnikov-like move on the sideline to tap that toe and get the first down. The offense comes out for what almost certainly will be its final drive late in the fourth quarter. Looking downfield on first down. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
Well, the windows right now to throw into are getting smaller and smaller. How about the defender that time breaking on the ball? It was the hit that caused the incompletion.
Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. He fires to the left side. A sensational grab down the field there as they try to at least put a positive spin on the end of this game.
Well, this offense has a ton of work left ahead of them here in this 2-minute situation late in the game, but the drive off to a good start. You get the first down, you get out of bounds, you're working the perimeter of the field. That is exactly what you want to do.
The throw. Just missed his man, gave him just a little too much.
Well, I love the coverage on defense. In the red zone, everyone's got their eyes on the quarterback, and they're flying to the football, and you saw that there on the incompletion.
Second down, they'll go to the air. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical in pass deep.
Man, I like the response by this defense. They've given up some yards, gotten all the way down here near the goal line, but 2 straight plays, 2 straight incompletions, now forcing a third down. They'll be happy to get out of this drive.
And it's caught for the late touchdown. So how about this? Maybe we are set up for a finish.
If we had any chance to make this happen, we had to score with a little bit of time on the clock. Now we need a miracle. Now we need to kick the onside, get an onside kick, and somehow, some way, make a big play.
Just over 20 seconds to play. They must recover this onside kick to have a chance. Not much drives more anxiety than waiting to see if the hands team can corral the onside kick, and they do.
Yeah, and this is why you put your hands team on the field most of the time. When you know it's coming, and you put those guys that are great catchers of the football. The first guys, what do? They go block. They go blow somebody up. The next guys catch the football, secure it, get your butt on the ground. And most of the time when you do this, the ball game is over.
Scoreboard operator got a workout in this one. Fun game for us to watch, but they can't come up with a W.
Yeah, and it's a team game.